Hey there, I'm Chauncey Davis. I got a quick tip for you today. For those of you working with Claude Code CLI and working across multiple sessions at a time, which I find myself doing this pretty regularly, I find that it is really hard to keep track of where is my attention needed. And ultimately, I want to either build or find a solution that is much more catered to exactly what I'm looking for. But for now, in the interim, I want to show you what I've been doing. So here is my really crazy, messy terminal. And I essentially have 4 different projects that are running concurrently in sibling directories. And I want to work on all of these at the same time. And so the way that I feel like it's easiest to do that is if they are all in the same tab in a terminal. And by the way, if you didn't even know this was a possibility, it is, and it's amazing. I use iTerm2 on the Mac, and you can always split these windows. For me, it is Command D to split horizontally. But the problem with this layout is it gets really easy to get lost when you just have these 4 individual panes. And you got to remember, wait, which one's on the left? Which one's center left? Which one's center right? I'm losing my mind just trying to remember which pane represents which part of the project or which project or whatever that mapping may be. And I have recently come to discover both the rename and the color commands that you can run inside of Claude. And so what you can do in any new session, let's open a yet another pane. We'll make this real big, and we'll take over the screen here too. Oh, by the way, another quick little tip there. That was Command Shift Enter, and you can temporarily take over the full real estate of the screen. Okay, so when you rename it, you go /rename. And then this is, it's whatever you want it to be at that point. And when you rename it, 2 things happen. One is you get the actual name here in the bottom right corner, and you see that the color changes as well. But it's cycling through the colors, and it's always going to be this cyan color by default. And you can change that by using color, and you get a handful of options. So I would love to be able to throw hex values in here and have a little bit more fun with it. But the palette that you get here is reasonable enough for, splitting what you would be able to reasonably work with on a particular screen. So if I wanted to change that to purple, I just do /color purple, and now it's purple. Or change it to orange or pink. And now here's the really cool thing. If I get out of this particular session right here, and then I go back in the future, and I say continue, I'm back in the previous session, and I have the same name, and I have the same color. So both of those settings get mapped to this current Claude session and will remain in effect while you're working in this session, even if you go away and come back and reload the thing. So there may be better solutions out there. I know I want a much better overall setup for how I work every day. But for now, this is working really well for me. And hopefully this helps you if you didn't know this was a thing. I'm Chauncey Davis. Hope that quick tip helped, and I'll see you next time.